Hi everybody, my name is Charvana. I go by the she, her pronouns, and today I have two guests with me. We have
ZEPHYRR,
going by
she, they,
and
Pat.
going by.
He, him.
It was season 2, episode 5 of Arcane, or at least this is our reactions for it. Hopefully you already understand a watch along series where you have to have a Netflix open on the other tab, and then you can have us open on this tab, and then you comment on the diddly-doos down below while you tell us all the stuff that you think about the episode while we are here on screen telling you all about our reactions and our opinions of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe. I haven't been saying that here lately, so don't forget to do that too, everybody. As far as this episodes go, you two, who do you think is going to be the main protagonist of this episode? It is episode 5 out of 9 in total, so we have to get some good juicy details in.
I think we're gonna do a side cut to what everyone else has been doing in the last couple months.
But who?
I think I think we're gonna see Vi.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna see Jace
Mm-hmm.
and Heimerdinger and Echo. Maybe we'll see Mel. Maybe they'll leave that a mystery for longer. Who knows? I basically think we're pretty much not going to see anybody that was just in this last episode.
Probably not.
I think it's going to be like a
Yeah.
lateral move to everything else.
Pat, do you have any guesses what this one's all going to be about?
I think very, very overwhelmingly the trio, the science trio, Jace, Echo, and Heimerdinger. Like
Our
there might
science
be some Vi,
boys.
but like yeah, I think we're gonna see what the heck they're doing in the vastness of space-time.
I'm going to dare say it and say it's none of those characters. I'm going to dare say
Victor?
it.
All Victor?
No, I'm going to put money on the Doctor. I'm going to say it's going to be the Doctor and Vander's story. And we're going to find out that Vander was never really dead this whole time, except for he
Interesting.
got brought back to life, and we'll see what happens there.
Oh, you think it's going to be like a Warwick heavy?
I think
this is going to be an episode of Only Vans.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. All right. Cut it. Let's
Cut
get
it out.
started. This is Arcane, season 2, episode 5, starting in 3, 2, 1, go. I will snap when we see everything, but first, it's gonna be flip, place, let go. I know, it's the way we're gonna sync up. Okay, crowd cheering, crowd cheering. I'm sorry, I'm just excited because I want to know more about him, even if I didn't guess that this is his episode. Bye.
Ooh.
Damn.
Ooh.
She became a cage fighter? Like an arena type thing.
Oh, that's a cool shot. I like that.
She's still hot. Can't help it.
Yeah, I'm super into this.
That's the knife guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's that easy for them to meet up now. It's still super freaking tension, but at the same time, they know where each other are. At least it's not a secret where Vi is. At least I don't think so, from what we saw.
I'm super here for Goth Vi.
Random music thought. The episode was Blisters and something. It's a
Bedrock.
B and B.
Blisters
and Bedrock. And the former episode that had a huge scene everyone loved in season 1 was Dynasties and Dystopias. So I feel like this is going to be like the music video episode.
We shall see.
I never noticed the rose in the opening.
Yeah. You have to see it next time. There's bunches. So she survived? Did her beardy boy do?
Probably. Rictus.
Very Sherlock Holmes. I like it.
This is why you love her.
I enjoy her now. Love is a little strong. He's still there?
Yikes. Say this is gonna be the brother.
It's totally the brother. Wow, Vi's so hot.
Makes me curious if that's like an alt skin in the game. Like, can you be Goth Vi in League of Legends?
They all have a lot of skins. Oof.
I love it with the lights.
Yeah, that they're swelling every time they hit each other.
No blood. She's looking for scientists. An escape room?
Oh my god.
I'm down.
Mel becomes Char's new fave.
A very Snow White.
This is very Mr. Freeze from Batman.
Yeah, I think that's his daughter, though. We gonna get zombies.
This is you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. Yeah.
Freaky as hell.
She's gonna be going through it right now. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Oof.
Oh. Oh. Ah! She's got purple nails. A perfect blend. Oh shit.
In me purse. Like a handprint on his face, too.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
It's like a hive mind.
Yeah. Boy, what did you see?
What the fudge?
I'm so surprised that Jinx and Vi had a meetup as fast and as amicably as they did. I understand where the amicableness comes from, and we have a little bit of an explanation between Jinx telling her, saying, this is kind of like a restart. Because it is where everything went wrong. It is where Jinx ultimately messed up and caused the rift between them. Like, their strength and their structure died in front of them because of Jinx. So, to prove that he's alive makes sense. But literally the last time we had these two characters meet up, they were trying to murder each other. And I don't know if it's how Jinx would see that Vi was broken enough to come to her yet. Because I guess I never saw her witness Vi in the Fight Club. I saw her last see them saying, you're welcome to kill me now, when she was talking to Violet. And that's just such a weird dynamic to come back to without being like, I've been watching you for a while, I know that. And we did get a couple of dialogue lines as like, well, you've just been sitting here in the bottom of a barrel, like, just waiting. So, I get it, but it seems like a weird jump to me.
I mean, yes, the last time we saw them, they were fighting to the death, essentially. But we also had this moment where Vi was on top of Jinx and, like, had the kill shot. Could have taken her out right then, and Jinx said, I'm glad it's you. And she hesitated. Because she saw that her sister was also kind of like resigned to it being like, isn't necessarily this like super evil chaotic force. Is chaotic for sure, but maybe isn't as like, maybe there's some powder left in her, right? Like, I think she just kind of saw a little glimpse of her sister, and then this child comes between them, and it was the spark that lit the whole like fight with Caitlyn, because Caitlyn was like ready to take a shot even though there was like a tiny kid there. And I think that, I guess like I had assumed that Vi was just kind of like done with the whole enforcer cop situation, whatever that League of Authority is in Piltover. Don't remember the name.
Enforcers?
Are they just called enforcers? Okay. I think that was just like, I assumed her and Caitlyn, not good anymore. And she just was like out and clearly fell all the way to the bottom.
Yeah.
Is like fighting for money. I'm not really sure why. Maybe just fighting to get the anger out. But I feel like she was just like kind of given up on like trying to kill Jinx. She doesn't really care about it that much anymore. She doesn't really have anything to live for anyway. I think she's just like, had given up. So I think it makes sense that she was like, that it's fine, that it was like kind of an amicable meeting. Not really amicable. They still like have a lot of,
it's still fun,
animosity toward each other, but like,
the slap was fun.
The slap was fun. The slap was so fun. I love that they just like tussled and all the lights were like,
I did really like the lighting when they fought, yeah.
This poor little kid in Isha, every time she has interacted with Vi so far, has been the like worst situation. Like, she gets hurt, she gets decked, she gets shot at, she gets like, there's no good that comes from the sisters being together.
So do we think the hug was real?
The hug between Vi and Vander.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, why the lighter? I don't know. I'm confused. We like get the flashback. We come back. For some reason, the mushrooms they don't let up. They don't clap anymore. I don't know. Now there's like this weird like Vi like hugging the wolf now and being like, come join us, and like,
I think it was real.
I feel like it was.
I can see what you're getting from, because even if they had like squished or popped or exploded all of the things around it, it's not like they set fire to anything. So
it was a whole tunnel of them.
And even
you're
when she ate it,
clap,
it still glowed in her mouth. So even if it was squished, it should have still glowed. So I get what you're saying.
It's weird. I feel like,
I think this is where we get confused by style of show, because they wanted it, potentially, you could very well be right that it's a red herring, but I feel like that's just a stylistic choice. They wanted that dramatic moment of, can we stretch out, who lived, who died, what damage is about to be revealed, and then like, oh,
I didn't think either one of them were gonna die. I felt like that whole thing was building up to.
We're halfway through season 2. No one was good. Like, the 2 main girls, neither of them were gonna die in this episode. I don't feel like we needed to have that suspense of like, oh no, what is she gonna see when she flicks the lighter? And to not even like try clapping first was weird. Like, if that was the mood that you wanted to establish of like, oh, we have to use the lighter. Like, a clap in the darkness, realizing nothing's lighting up, and then flick the lighter. I don't know. It was a weird inconsistency to me, which makes me think it was in Jinx's head. But maybe it was just a style choice.
I think it was just a style choice, because I do think both of them get this sweet moment, and it's going to give us a moment as viewers to decide, are they going to come together to fight for Zaun as a pair, if not a trio at this point. So
look at this effed up little family.
There's the little mining hat. Isha is also in the hug.
I really fully expected, and it would have been horrible. I probably would have laughed, but it would have been horrible had they all been hugging. Isha ran over a hug, and he was just like, rah,
because it was Isha's blood that started it.
Yeah.
Isha's blood in Warwick's nostrils is like what
set him off. So, yeah, I still expected that fully to be like a, but not you, squish moment. I'm glad it didn't happen.
We're talking style choices. How about style choice of Goth Vi?
Goth Vi can get it. I love Goth Vi. I don't know that it was established in the first season, and maybe I missed it. I guess I didn't realize that Vander was, like, chummy with Vi and Powder's parents?
I don't think it was ever really stated. It was one of those things that we did see him.
We saw him like come to them. They all knew that the parents were dead, and he like obviously took them in. But I guess I didn't realize he was like buddies with their mom, like him and Silco both. And like, so that means Silco clearly knew who Vi and Powder were. Like, kind of as a surrogate goddad or something. Like, that's, like, a weird vibe to be, like, super close-ish friends with the mom.
I guess it makes sense, though, because now you already know a better reason why he would take her in from the start.
That's true. It just, I guess it read as, like, he didn't know them. That's, I guess that's the question is, like...
I would assume that Silco, we were talking Silco, yes?
Yes.
Yeah, like when they were children in season 1, were they both like, oh, that's the mom's children?
Yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Okay.
I would imagine so. At that point, you would think that if they had grown up together and they had started this revolution together, they would have been aware that those were their kids by that point, especially since now we have one of the trio naming Violet. So... That's my assumption anyway.
Yeah, that's what, and then they like take a vow to like Bedrock and Blisters, like we're gonna fix Zaun for the future children. Like, I guess it's weird. I mean, do we know why Silco and Vander had their falling out? We just know that they had a falling out.
I'm pretty sure the falling out was because of seeing the war and destruction of it all and having all their friends die and being like...
And just like having different views about how that should be handled,
yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Let's talk about Mel and Kino. Clearly not Kino.
So it was definitely, Pat called it way early on, saying that Kino's probably still alive. But is he really? Because we have a...
Yeah, we still don't
Rose
know.
person? I don't think he is. I think he's super dead at this point. And do you think that the fake Kino was actually telling a lie or not when it came to the backstory of their mom?
About like this child, this prophetic child.
I want to say that probably is the truth. And that's why they have Mel right now. And that's the reason.
But that also made, like, how would they... I don't know. Maybe Kino's alive, just not, like, this is clearly not Kino. But, like...
I'm thinking Kino was taken first, and then Tino was not able to do whatever the test is that Mel is able to do right now.
Oh, that could be. That he was put through the same trial.
Yeah, the voice said, your brother led us to you. Mm-hmm. So that doesn't necessarily confirm if he's alive or dead, but that they were doing something to him.
They had contact.
I don't think... Yeah, I don't think he would necessarily give her up. Like, I'm guessing he would be a pretty strong-willed, like, I won't betray my sister type person, but yeah, something in the, like, oh, well, like you were saying, they know one of the children has this power or whatever they're looking for, and it wasn't you, so it's... So what is Mel doing? What's I
don't know, but it's an escape room and I'm enjoying that.
Yeah, she just like inherently like deeply programmed into her brain knew how to solve these like weird runic shapes on the wall, like knew which ones to press and like seemingly passed whatever this test was. Yes, very interesting. So do we think that the like Kino / other Mel, she like slammed the head, that was just a vision? There's not like an actual person there with her?
No, I don't think so.
You think she just like slammed the wall with her hand?
No, I think there was like a Rose person there.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
So, I think that there was some kind of Rose person there manipulating the whole situation and being that entity for her. But
yeah, I was getting the vibes that it's, you know, they called it an ocularum, I think, that this is some sort of like space-time prison, and they imprisoned whatever this Rose demonic Stranger Things being is in it, and so it's trying to get Mel to get out. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, the Rose magic is enigmatic.
Well, going off of that, space-time stuff, where's Jay's been this entire time? Because he's obviously been somewhere and going
growing his hair out, growing his beard out.
Yep, he's got that beard.
He's daddy stats now.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
But
like,
I will say he has also been super hella traumatized with something that he's been seeing. How do people be nourished in these places? That's what I want to know.
Saw some stuff. Well, I don't think you can die when you exist outside of time and space. However, apparently your hair can still grow.
That's true. That's true.
Where you get those nutrients?
He's also seen something so bad that he is willing to kill a counselor, like, on site for trying to take something out.
I thought for sure that was going to be some sort of, like, phantom, like, when he, like, swung the hammer and it seemed like maybe, like, the silhouette of a blood explosion or something, and then I was like, it's not real, he's, like, seeing things, it's, like, Midas playing tricks on him, he's, like, but then it just, like, cut to credits, and I was like, I guess it's real.
Okay.
I guess that happened.
I don't think...
Brutal.
I don't think Victor is gone. Like you said, I think it's some weird hive mind, like, connection to anybody he's...
Oh, yeah. Victor is many now. Victor is no longer a singular being.
Victor.
Victor is all of the people that have been touched by the shimmer or the whatever different poisons and stuff that have been in the fissures. Like, Victor is the entire fissures. Like, he's all these people.
Just wonder, though, because, like, we haven't seen that many people be turned by Victor. I'm sure when we start seeing his storyline again, there are going to be, like, hundreds at this point. But my question is this... It is. Let me just go ahead and answer my own question. It is a bad thing. But he's healed a lot of people is what we are presuming right now. So what is it that is so bad about the Hex core and the Hex tech that it becomes such a horrible thing? Yes, hive minds are not good. Yes, it is very, very cult-like and it's very scary and stuff. But ultimately, what we have seen thus far that has been with it for the people, it's been a positive healing experience. So where does the negative come in? And I'm just curious about that. I want to see it.
I think it's the Hex tech in the wrong hands and magic, like the Arcane in the wrong hands, can be used to destroy worlds, it seems. And it's, I mean, like 2 episodes ago, I wasn't a part of that discussion, but Heimerdinger says, like, I always thought it was like a trait of the people that like had the access to the Arcane, but maybe it's a trait of the Arcane itself. Like, right? Like, maybe it's just that the Arcane is inherently evil, and it's not just that evil people are getting access to the Arcane or to the magic or the whatever the nomenclature is. Maybe it's just inherently bad. Like, maybe it's a trait of the magic itself. So, like, I don't necessarily think, like, on paper, he's healing a bunch of people. That's great, but he's also infiltrating their minds.
Sure.
So he could choose to not use that for evil. However, it's sort of slightly kind of being implied / established that, like, maybe Arcane is just inherently evil anyway. So if there's arcane magic in the hex tech, and now he's, like, infusing himself into masses of people using the hex tech, it's probably gonna end up being bad. I'm not saying he shouldn't be healing the people. I'm just saying he shouldn't exist. I think he's an abomination. He was supposed to die.
So do we think it's ever going to be a head-off between Jace and Victor?
100%. Yes. There's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mark?
Yeah, because he said to Jace, like, oh, you've changed. Oh, and it's because you've seen the arcane. Like, whatever an arcane being is, or whatever object. I don't know if it's a person, an entity, a thing. I think
it's like a source.
Yeah, or just a form of energy, or... but seeing it, Victor went one way with it, and Jace is going the other.
It's such an interesting route that we have come to, because Jace didn't want this, and neither did Victor, and both of them have been pushed in the opposite directions that they are now fighting for, or at least, like, pushing for.
Yeah, initially Victor was very desperate, like, definitely starting to like, go evil. Like, he was definitely, like, turning to the dark side a little bit with how much he was tapping into this magic to, like, try to heal himself, to try to live. He was so desperate to live.
And then he got a wake-up call.
But then he killed Sky, and he saw the power of this, hex core, and, like, how bad that could be. And I think he, like, totally resigned. That's what, like, his first conversation with Jace when he walked out of his weird little hex nest, he's like, I was supposed to die. Like, he like, this killed Sky. I was supposed to die. Like, he's just, like, should not have been saved.
And that's where
now
Jace
his hand is forced.
And forced him into this, but now he is taking it, and now we're seeing Jace see the opposite direction, where he's like, this has to be destroyed. So I'm loving seeing the opposite reactions, like you said, yeah. We got a moment that I'm very curious about. Mama Medarda has been desperate for a while for some kind of weapon and progress to get more weaponry. She doesn't have her scientists, so she has adopted the doctor. I forget his name already, but adopted this doctor that was once a head arcanist and then created Shimmer and everything. I remember him saying in first season, I too once had a daughter, to Silco, right before he operates on Jinx. And so I was like, well, that's not a foreshadowing moment at all, and it's foreshadowing to this episode, because now we finally get to see that he has a daughter, and it's very, what did you say, Pat?
Different relationship, but it's very Mr. Freeze and his wife Nora, where it's like everything he does as a villain is to preserve and protect the body of his loved one while he tries to figure out how to fix them.
Yeah. So I wonder if the Shimmer was solely to sustain her life, but it just feels like you had a very adverse effect to that as well, so I don't know.
Yeah, his intent was not to be a drug overlord. It was, this is medicine, and oh, dang, it's now crack.
Well, his intent was to play God, and we're seeing a lot of that in this series, of people just, like, coming onto these, like, crazy inhuman powers and just, like, deciding that they get to, like, rewrite the laws of the universe. Curing death? Like, death is not something that's meant to be cured. Like, humans are not meant to be immortal, even in this fantasy world where there's, like, all these weird hybrid anthropomorphic, not really human but kind of human beings. Like, you're supposed to die occasionally. Occasionally. So, like, curing death, like, nothing good can come from curing death. And dude has just, like, been trying to save his daughter by curing death and has, like, created this mass weapon wolf man or something.
How does that...
And God knows how many other things he was creating down there, like...
How does that help? That's all I can say.
How does it help? Well, it gets the girls their dad back, kinda. Question mark.
Yeah. I guess.
And I'm still so curious where and when, like, these time jumps are. Like, we've been debating that it's been a couple months, maybe, between the, you know, when the Jinx revolution started. But I think Jace is even farther in the future, because in the post-first time jump, we still had Counselor on the bench and, you know, being cured with the tattoo ink. And she says, I've heard of a healer. And now it's like, how quickly do you become the, like, I know he can insta-heal from the one episode, but I don't know, it just seems so quick to be like, and also now I'm privy to all the secrets of everything in this organization. Like, I feel like Jace is farther.
I mean, when he can get in your head, though, do you really have to wait all that long if he can take over your hive mind?
Yeah, and also I understand it's animation, but hair grows at, like, roughly a half an inch a month. So if we're thinking, like, Jace with his hair coiffed, that's, like, a couple inches, and it's, like, now it's down and it's, like, a couple more inches. I'm gonna say 6 months tops, but, like, 6 months of beard growth would even be longer than that, so I feel like it's less than 6 months. I don't think he's that much further in the future, is all I'm saying, unless he's, like, barbering himself in there, which he might be.
All I'm learning is time jump equals hot transition for a lot of characters.
Everybody glowed up except for the arm girl. I don't like her new haircut. I think she was hotter with the, like, messy ponytail that she had going on before.
Although Caitlyn kind of looks like she looks like a villain. Her hair tucked into her coat like that, it looks fully hooded.
She's on her villain arc. I'm telling you.
She's like, from behind, she kind of looks like almost like a Dracula or like a.
I know she's a bad character, and I don't like where her character arc is going or anything like that. But I do like her. What? Maybe at this point, maybe. I still really like that she has the detective qualities in her still, and she's got, like, little Sherlock Holmes moments of, like, okay, that's where a claw was. This is where blood dripped. I love those visuals. Those visuals are so fun in this.
Why you love Caitlyn?
That's why I love Caitlyn. She's a little detective. She's a detective.
So at this point, because we still have a handful more episodes before the end, who lives, who dies?
Who tells their story? Sorry, Hamilton reference. I feel like most of them have to live, because most of them exist in the game. But I mean, they could break that rule. So far, nobody in the game has died, but I suppose they could.
I don't know.
Mix it up.
I still don't know. If you guys have a guess, you should put it down in the comments below, though. But in the meantime, everybody, we got another episode to watch. So, we will catch you all next time for some more Arcane reactions. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until then, bye for now.